All right, welcome to the Assembly Experts. We build everything. I am your host, honestly. I'm a co-owner and owner of the Assembly Experts product assembly and installation services franchise. We are number one in the capital city. We are the best at what we do. So this YouTube channel is here to educate people on assembly procedure and seeing how to build things more efficiently outside the manual. Okay, that's very important. Outside the manual. I'll write that down. Teaching how to build outside the manual. That is so important, is understanding how to build outside the manual. Once you got that down path, that's how you can truly master the craft of assembly. Now, I say it's a craft because you have to be able to see the likeness in all the things you build: dressers, gazebos, sheds, plate structures, tables. They're all the same in the idea that they all need to be assembled. And then when you look at them on individual, all tables, all the same. Most of them got 4 legs, right? And there's only so many ways that you can screw a leg into a table. I'll tell you that. Same things with gazebos. They all mostly got 4 legs, and there's only so many ways you can screw the frame into the leg. So that's what this is for, to educate you somewhat on how to build and how we build my company, how we build, because we build differently than other assembly companies. We're number one at what we do for a reason. We're known to be efficient and effective and cost effective. And we save people time, trouble, a headache. We make sure it looks beautiful when we leave. We take photos. I take video. We're very good at what we do. Me and my brother, who I run my company with, my co-owner, we have 10 years total plus of assembly experience, not just with gazebos, but with assembly in general, building all types of different things. So I'm here playing around with my pen. I hope you guys couldn't hear that in the background. Excuse me. Put that down. So in episode 1 here, we're gonna go over the gazebo frame construction, and that's not the assembly portion. That's what's this video is gonna show what comes after. In an earlier video, I didn't show it. I've already prepped and joined the frames together, put all the parts that need to get me ready to do what I'm gonna do in this video. But anyways, enough said. Let's get this show started. Here we are here. Oh, god damn it. I didn't have it ready again. It doesn't matter. Here we are. Let's get the show started. I think I have it sped up to about ×8 just to keep it a little faster, because the whole build took me about 28 minutes. And it went pretty smooth. It went pretty good. This whole build. The construction of the frame, not the whole gazebo. No way. The whole gazebo takes several hours. With a team of 4 people, it can get done within about 3.5 hours for a 10x12 gazebo, which this one is. So this gazebo, I think, took us maybe about 3 hours and 45 minutes or so. So anyways, here I am, starting off with putting up the leg and joining the frame to the legs. This is how I always start. If the gazebo allows it, I'll always lift up one leg, attach the 2 frame pieces to it. This part requires a lot of skill and understanding of the product to do it. Now, I would recommend when you first do it, have someone supporting this leg, because it is unstable once you raise this frame. Right now, it's very stable. This whole area here is very, very stable. Nothing to worry about. You understand? Nothing to worry about at all. Now, but the moment you raise this, now you also, it becomes a balancing act of you putting that into there. Now, it's a less of a balancing act if this leg here is lined up with this frame. So when you raise it, it goes in immediately, and then you can screw in the screw right away. Screw in the leg screw. It's a really big screw right away. It becomes so much easier. Trust me. If you have to then put it back down, okay, now it's more likelihood of this falling over. So you don't want to have to lift it, readjust the leg to make sure it fits properly, put it back down. Raise it again to put it back in. It's just too much up and down. So the best thing to do is make sure that you've checked. And you'll see I make that mistake in this video where I didn't check to make sure things were lined up properly, and it cost me some time, so I had to put it back down. But anyways, just pay attention. Watch this, and you'll see what I mean about it being imbalanced. Watch the leg. It sways a little bit once I lift it, but I'm ready for that though, and I know it's gonna do that. See, a little bit back and forth. If you happen to let go or don't understand that you have to fight the force of this thing wanting to tip over once you raise it, you're gonna be in some big trouble. You understand? I'm sure you understand. Okay, don't screw that up. You really don't. Okay, so here we are. Okay, I'm pulling up the frame myself. Even when you're pulling these frame pieces to yourself, you got to know how to pull these to you so you don't damage the customer's deck or the product itself. So that's also a little secret sauce. No, you got to pull that to you in the right way. So here we are. The frame's going up pretty simple. Honestly, once those two legs are up and you have those 3 frame pieces attached, smooth sailing from here. All the real danger is done. Now it's just know what you're doing. Raise, lock it in place. Raise, lock it in place. And that's it. Well, raise, line it up. Well, it's more like line it up, raise, lock it in place. Right? Write that down, right? So it's line it up, right? Raise the frame and lock it. Big exclamation on lock it. Very important. Lock it. For God's sakes, don't just raise the frame, attach it to the leg, and then leave it without locking it with the damn screw. Okay, tighten it up. Don't just raise, raise, and leave it totally loose. The whole thing's going to be shifting like this. It's going to be so dangerous. Oh my God, it'd be so dangerous. You're going to break something like that. Don't ever do that, okay? So write down what I just wrote down there too, okay? The step is line it up, raise the frame, lock it up. Right now, see, I'm locking it up. There's an important detail I want to show you guys here too. When you do all this here, when you're doing all that, locking it in place, I do tend to leave that for later just so I can maneuver it easier and not lock it. And that's why I do that. So I slid this part in here. Know it's good. It's all safe. Hammer that in and I lock this one first. And you'll notice that when I lock it, there's a slight adjustment the frame makes from me tightening that screw. And it straightens itself out very, very minutely. You'll see that. See that? Boom. And that's from me tightening the screw. I didn't manipulate it to do that. Right? Watch again. Look how much it moves. Right? It moves significantly. And watch it do it again. Watch here now. Watch it move. See that? Boom. It closed on its own. No joke. You saw it do it. I saw it do it too. I only started seeing that when I started recording these things. I'm like, wow. Look at that. Me putting in that screw makes the frame even straighten its own self out, even though it's just a small little drilling into this massive thing will straighten out this frame from once I tighten it. But anyways, here we are going ahead, putting on the washers and the nuts onto the big leg screws that I put through the frame and through the leg. It's pretty simple, pretty straightforward. No biggie. We're grooving, we're swerving, we're gliding, we're sliding. Not much other details here. Right now we're just putting these on. Pretty boring stuff. Not going to skip ahead or anything though. I'm just going to let it play through. See here, I could have did this differently. And I do it differently now. I don't hammer in those T-nuts in that position. I hammer those in when I'm prepping the frames now. It's just more time effective, less stress on the shoulders. You don't want to be you don't want to do that like I build these often, all the time, a few times a week, maybe even if it's on average probably a few times a week. You don't want to always be doing this above your head for days and days, and it's just better just do it on the table. Don't fight gravity, prep it on the table. And then when you go up to do it, you can put the screws in up there. And I say you could put the screws in up there because on the table it'd be kind of difficult to balance the beam on the table like this, stand it up straight and then go around tightening it. I mean, you can, I wouldn't, just because I don't want to. I just know it's going to be a pain in the butt, especially when you lay these things down. These things are 10 feet long, 12 feet long. You got to walk around the table and too much trouble. So just hammering the T-nuts on the table, then go around, put the screws in once it's up. So much faster, like I'm doing here, right? See, I'm using a stool here. No 1-2 step. It's a little slow this way, but again, less stress on the shoulders. I can reach it without the stool because I got fairly long arms and I'm tall. I'm about 6 feet, so it's pretty easy for me to do that without using the stool. But my shoulder started hurting there, so I was like, all right, that's enough of that. Let's take a break on that there. But as you can see, we're flying through this though. In all honesty, we're making pretty good time on this thing. This was earlier in the season, so I wasn't as fresh as I am now. I'm a little worn out now because I've actually, it's been a busy season, but I'm more. I just got off of pretty much like a break. Like we don't do much during the winter. A lot of indoor stuff during the winter, obviously. Oh, look at that. Made a mistake there. Look, I put in the wrong one. I'm like, wait a second. Is that right? Why did I think that was? I don't even know why I thought that was wrong. I just adjusted. I'm like, wait a second. No, that doesn't make any sense. You put that back. That was fucking weird. I mean, that didn't make any damn sense. But anyway, so we're going ahead. We're just zooming along here. We're putting on these arms. I now pre-prep those as well while I'm while I'm assembling the frame. I prep those arms with the T-nuts. You got to make sure you hammer those in on the right side too, because they're not all the same. They have a left-hand side, the right-hand side, and a top and a bottom. So you can't hammer them on this side and they'll still work on this side. Like you can't do that. You have to make sure they're on the right side. And there's four lefts and 4 rights. So once you know which side to hammer it in on, you can save a lot of time by doing that beforehand. A little tidbit there. If you're just following the instructions, you probably do it as you go along. You probably lift it up, make sure it's the right one, go back here, hammer it in, go back up, put it back up there. We don't do that around here. The idea is retention. Retention is very important around here. We do not play around like that. Okay, you understand what I'm saying? I'm only gonna say this once. We do not play around with retention here. Okay, we don't. That's not our sauce. Okay, we retention is our sauce. Excuse me. That's our sauce. We're not here to joke about retaining information. Like, you have to retain what you're building, or else you will never be good at this. If you can't remember what you're building, and every time you go to build it, it's like doing it again for the first fucking time. Excuse my language. I should probably bleep that out. You're going to be out of luck. Okay? You're going to be out of luck, buddy. If you're doing it like it's your first time, every single time, you'll never be good at this. But if you're doing it like it's your 100th time, by your 4th time, oh, buddy, you'll be legendary at this. And you'll make good money doing it. So, the video is pretty much done. I'm done here. That's it. Simple, right? Easy peasy once you know what you're doing. And this is what the Assembly Experts is about knowing what you're doing and doing it very, very well. We're not here to play around. We're not here to, do guessing games. We'll show up. We'll use the instructions. Once we know it, instructions are gone, and we're not having to read that anymore because that uses up so much time when you don't know what you're doing. That's it. Until next time. Deuce, deuce.